I'm standing here with Johnny Thunder. Johnny, a little bit of a change of plans for you tonight. You're still receiving a shot at the NECW Heavyweight Championship, but your opponent will be Antonio Thomas instead of Shawn Burke.
You know, Basler, and everybody out there in NECW land, you don't think I know what's going on here? You don't honestly think that Shawn Burke is really hurt, do you? I mean, have you seen the x-rays? He broke his ankle. Wow, you know, that's tough for Shawn Burke. Hey, look, I broke my ankle this morning. I'm feeling pretty damn good, Shawn Burke. You didn't break your ankle. Come on. You knew I was coming to take what's rightfully mine, the NECW Heavyweight Championship. Now they have a new poster boy. I see what's going on here. You guys should have just handed me that belt. Tonight should have been a ceremony of all ceremonies. But no, that's not how we do things here at NECW. You guys plaster up a new poster boy you can put all over your website, all over the internet. Oh, Antonio the Broken Promise Thomas. Well, Antonio Thomas, I'm going to beat you, just like I beat Shawn Burke. And that belt is coming home with me tonight. And I know you guys at NECW are going to love it. I can see it in your eyes, Basler. I know how bad you want me to be the champion here. I know you do. You know I've earned it. Tell all the people. Say, Johnny Thunder, you are the only man to ever pin Shawn Burke one-on-one here at NECW. Say it. Go ahead. It's the truth. Antonio Thomas, tonight, you are mine. And that NECW championship is mine. I promise.
Johnny Thunder set for his chance at the NECW Heavyweight Championship. Now, Shawn, it's been well documented that you suffered this injury in a matchup with your mentor, Antonio the Promise Thomas. The question is, do you feel any resentment towards him for what happened in that?
Look, whoa, hey, Shawn, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry this happened.
Look, man, we talked about this. We talked about this. It's not your fault. I missed a move. I landed wrong. It happens. It's not. It's a sport.
See, Al, you don't understand. This man is more than an opponent. This man is more than a student of mine. This man is a friend. He's like a brother to me in and out of the ring. And I don't see him as a student. I see him as a man. We're best friends. We train together, and I helped him get that NECW belt. You see, this man was NECW champion 18 months into his career. That's a belt that I've worked 10 years for. 10 long years around the world. I applied my trade. That just tells you what kind of competitor, what kind of talent and skill, future that this man has. You see, I've been an NECW Tag Team Champion. I've won the Iron 8, but I've never won the NECW Heavyweight Championship. 10 years. 10 years I've waited for this moment. But in the back of my mind, I feel regret. I feel regret that it comes because it has to be taken away from him. This man, he never lost that title. We went toe-to-toe when he got hurt. I don't know who would have won. But let the chips fall where they may, and they've fallen where it's down to me and Johnny Thunder. 10 years in the making. NECW champion. Tonight, my promise will be fulfilled.
Antonio Thomas gearing up for his chance at the NECW Heavyweight Championship.
Johnny Thunder versus Antonio the Promise Thomas. The NECW Heavyweight Championship will be decided next on the NECW Online Update. It's the place in cyberspace, the all-new NECW website, online at necw.tv. Straight talk that hits the mark. NECW Shooting Range. The audio podcast with Sheldon Goldberg and Kevin Castro. Listen online at necw.tv. All right, fans, here we go. One of these two men will be the next NECW Heavyweight Champion. Antonio Thomas with a side headlock on Johnny Thunder. Thunder tries to shove him off, but Thomas hangs on. As you know, both of these men competing against each other in the wake of the injury to now former NECW Heavyweight Champion Shawn Burke. Thomas now off the ropes. Thunder tries to hip lock him, but Thomas cinches in an abdominal stretch. Properly applied, this could be a submission. Thunder with a thumb to the eye. Backs up Antonio Thomas. Thunder, of course, not above breaking the rules when it suits his purpose. Thomas to the opposite side. Thunder drives in but misses. Hip lock takeover by Thomas. As he cinches in a headlock with Thunder flat on his back. Thunder rolling over, trying to keep his shoulders from hitting the mat. Oh, Thomas getting rolled over, and a 1 count by Thunder. Oh, shit. Both of these men very well seasoned. Oh my goodness. Jawbreaker by Thunder. Once again, Thomas is backed up. We want Shawn Burke. We want Shawn Burke. Yes, chanting, we want Shawn Burke. Shawn Burke watching at ringside as Thomas delivers a one-footed drop kick, and a cover right here only gets him 2. Johnny Thunder, having held many regional titles up and down the East Coast. Antonio Thomas, former NECW Tag Team Champion, former Iron 8 Champion. He rakes the ears of Johnny Thunder and sends him to the outside.
Get back in the ring! Come on! Fight like a
Both of these men with impressive resumes.
Hey, what do you want? Hold my hair.
Thomas now, baseball slide, sends Thunder into the ringside seats.
What?
You don't want to take it in the ring, I'll take it to him.
Packed house in Randolph, Massachusetts, as Thomas delivers a vicious forearm uppercut. Shades of Dory Funk Jr. Thomas did some training with Dory Funk Jr., great former NWA World Heavyweight Champion, as once again he uses that maneuver to back up Johnny Thunder. Thunder drives Thomas back first into the apron, and once again,
Double counter. Hey, come on!
both men battling on the outside, the referee trying to get both men back in. There must be a winner in this matchup. And you can't win on the outside, so Thunder sends Thomas back in, and now it's Thunder on the attack. Thunder now sending Thomas again to the outside. Thomas just nailed Thunder with a bottle of water. Paused it, refreshes by Thomas. Thunder face first into that chair at ringside, where you see Shawn Burke in the background. Shawn Burke with that walking boot. Thomas now drops down to the small of the back of Johnny Thunder as he fish hooks the face of Johnny Thunder, and you would think that it would be Thunder using these kinds of tactics.
I think over there.
Prize at stake, the NECW Heavyweight Championship, as Thunder goes crashing into the seats on the other side.
Let's go, Thunder. Next one. Come on, Thunder. Let's go. You're better than him, Thunder. You're better than him.
In conversations with both men, both have told me of their burning desire to hold the NECW Heavyweight Championship.
Too many carbs. I'm sorry.
Thomas had a glass bottle in his hand but dropped it.
Over there.
Oh, here we go. Thunder now driven over to the opposite side. Backing up the ringsiders. Fan there getting a pat on the head from Antonio the Promise Thomas. Referee Barbara Mahoney on the outside trying to get both men back inside the ring. Thomas now giving Thunder a tour of the outside here.
Move out of the way.
Reverse it, Thunder. Oh, wait a minute, Thunder reverses, and now it's Thomas into the wall. Thomas may have banged his knee. Thomas may have hurt his right knee on that drive into the wall by Johnny Thunder. Thomas seems to be limping on the outside, and Thunder now going to work. Thunder spots the weakness. Once again, Johnny Thunder going to work. Appears to be the knee, perhaps the left knee, of Antonio Thomas. Uh-oh, here we go. Oh my goodness. Thunder drives that knee into the steel ring post. Oh, wait a minute. Thunder now with a chair. Thunder now trying to do some damage to Antonio the Promise Thomas. Thunder drops the chair. And again, Thunder driving the knee of Antonio Thomas into the ring post. Thunder on the outside continues to go to work. Thunder, oh, wait a minute. Thunder trying to set up Thomas right here. Thomas doing further damage to that knee.
Shawn Burke! This is for you, Burke! This is for you, Burke!
Johnny Thunder giving out dedications to Shawn Burke. Those two men have had a very intense rivalry in recent months here in New England Championship Wrestling. With Burke on the sideline, it's Thomas and Thunder, and one of these two men will be the next NECW Heavyweight Champion. Thomas driven down again on his back now. Thunder trying to roll him over into a crab. Thunder trying to power Thomas over. There he goes. Thunder with a half crab, a move that Thomas uses quite frequently to put away opponents. Johnny Thunder taking a page out of the playbook of Antonio the Promise Thomas. Thomas face etched in pain, trying to get to the ropes. Shawn Burke cheering on Antonio Thomas. Thomas grabs the rope and Thunder will have to break. Thunder thought Thomas might have given up the ghost right there, but the referee informed him otherwise. Johnny Thunder employing a sound strategy, trying to wear down Antonio Thomas now that he has discovered a weakness. Thunder now going upstairs. Thunder on the second rope. Thomas limps over. And now it's Thomas dropping Thunder from that middle turnbuckle. Thomas trying to get his legs under him. Big chop by Thomas. Thunder slugging away. Thomas with another forearm uppercut. Another forearm uppercut by Thomas. Thunder misses a big shot. Thomas tries to get him over, but Thunder with back elbows. Oh, wait a minute. Suplex into a bridge by Thomas. Cover right here, and he only gets two. Shawn Burke deeply engaged in this matchup. When Shawn Burke recovers from his injury, he will automatically be the #1 contender and receive a title shot against whoever holds the NECW Heavyweight Championship. Thunder now trying to set up Thomas. Thomas on the outside. Thomas with shots to the ribcage. Clubs him across the back. Headbutt, and Thunder crashes to the canvas. Thomas all the way up top. Here we go. High cross body. This could do it. Cover right here. He hooks the leg and only gets two. Thomas trying to recover, still noticeably limping. Double leg. Roll over into a bridge and only two. Give these two men credit. Antonio Thomas functioning with a bad wheel. Super kick levels Johnny Thunder, and a cover right here. 2.5. Expression on the face of Antonio Thomas tells the story. Once again, Thomas hopping around on one leg. Thunder now trying to, Thomas, neck breaker. Drills Thomas face first into the canvas with a neck breaker. Thunder rolls over for the cover. Has him down, 2.5. Thunder and Thomas putting on one hell of a display here with the NECW Heavyweight Championship at stake. Thomas now walks into another neck breaker by Thunder. Thunder going for the cover. Only two. More like 2.5. The referee's hand was coming down, and Johnny Thunder, face etched in frustration. Fans intently watching this matchup. Folks, don't forget to join us. Mark your calendars. Friday night, March 22nd. New England Championship Wrestling returns to Randolph for March Madness. More on that a little bit later. Thunder now rolling Thomas over into another half crab. Thomas, face etched in pain. Thomas trying to get to the ropes. Thomas looks like he might just about have it. Oh, wait a minute. Thomas almost tapped, but he gets the ropes. Antonio Thomas was an eyelash away from tapping out of this matchup. Johnny Thunder now on the outside. Thunder grabbing the NECW Heavyweight Championship belt. Thunder going for the easy way out. Thunder now laying in wait for Antonio Thomas. Oh, wait a minute. Thunder dropped the belt. Thunder dropped the belt. Thunder laying in wait for Thomas. Misses. Thomas now hooks him. Goes for a backslide. Cover right here. And that's going to do it. We've got a new champion.
And your winner of the match, and the new NECW Heavyweight Champion, Antonio the Promise Thomas.
After 10 years, Antonio the Promise Thomas is the NECW Heavyweight Champion. Johnny Thunder deserving a lot of credit here. He wrestled a hell of a match. And Thunder played it straight. Thunder on several occasions had a weapon in his hand, a chair, the NECW Heavyweight Championship belt, and refused to use them to his advantage. Johnny Thunder has nothing to be ashamed of in this matchup. Antonio Thomas still in a state of disbelief. Thomas, referee telling him, yes, you are the champion. You won the belt. Thunder now standing over Thomas. Helping Thomas up. Thunder snatching the belt away. What's Thunder gonna do? Thomas leery of Johnny Thunder. Thomas still limping around. It's Johnny Thunder handing the NECW Heavyweight Championship to Antonio Thomas. Thunder extends his hand. Thomas shakes it. A display of good sportsmanship from Johnny Thunder. Thunder congratulating the winner of this matchup and the new NECW Heavyweight Champion, Antonio the Promise Thomas. A 10-year journey all over the country, all over the world. And that man right there, Antonio Thomas, can now call himself the NECW Heavyweight Champion. Fans here in Randolph giving a great ovation to Antonio the Promise Thomas, once again, the new NECW Heavyweight Champion. Here you see the former champion Shawn Burke expressing his approval of the result in this championship matchup. Burke extending his hand, congratulating his friend and mentor, Antonio the Promise Thomas. Look at it right there, your new NECW Heavyweight Champion. We'll be back with more NECW Online updates when we continue after this. New England Championship Wrestling returns live with March Madness, Friday night, March 22nd at the Knights of Columbus, 25T Drive, Randolph, Mass, with an 8 p.m. bell time. In the main event, new NECW Heavyweight Champion Antonio the Promise Thomas defends against Jeremy Prophet. In a return grudge match, new NECW Tag Team Champions Superstar Scotty Slade and the Sure Thing Mark Sherman put their titles on the line against Mike Webb and Nick Fahrenheit. The Boston Bad Boy Jason Rumble battles Ilya Markopoulos in a Boston street fight. If Ilya wins, Jason must retire. If Jason wins, the Crown Jewels must break up forever. Also in action, Johnny Thunder and the return of Mistress Belmont. Tickets on sale now at necw.tv/events or call toll-free 1-800-838-3006. That's 1-800-838-3006. Don't miss New England Championship Wrestling March Madness, Friday night, March 22nd in Randolph. NECW Sonic Boom, the official audio podcast, hosted by Al Basler and Chris Norman. NECW Sonic Boom features all the latest NECW news, match results, exclusive interviews, and analysis. NECW Sonic Boom, available online at necwwrestling.com.
I'm standing here with the former NECW Heavyweight Champion, Shawn Burke. Shawn, your reaction to the events of tonight?
Conflicted, Al. I'm conflicted. See, on one hand, Antonio Thomas, my mentor, my trainer, a man that's going to be in my wedding, one of my best friends in the world, not just in wrestling, but one of my best friends in the world, just became the NECW Heavyweight Champion after 10 years. After 10 years of not having that opportunity. He had the opportunity tonight. He made good on it. He did what we always do. The two of us, we always make good on every opportunity that we have. And I think back a little bit. I think back to an interview that Antonio Thomas once did in regards to myself. And he said, he looked into the camera, looked at all the fans, and he said, Shawn, I'm proud of you. It gives me a lot of honor tonight, Al, to be able to say the exact same thing to Antonio Thomas. Antonio, promise, I'm proud of you. But you see, pride. Pride's a big thing for me, Al. Pride's a real big thing for me, Al. And you see, I was the NECW Heavyweight Champion. I've been the NECW Heavyweight Champion since September of 2012. Despite what anybody says, despite what Johnny Thunder wants to say, despite what Jeremy Prophet wants to say, nobody could beat me. You can't dispute that, Al. The only person that could beat me for the NECW Heavyweight Championship was myself. In a match with Antonio Thomas on December 8th on a show that wasn't even an NECW show, I had the opportunity to defend my championship against whoever I wanted to. Whoever I wanted to pick in the world. So I said, yeah, why wouldn't I pick Antonio Thomas? Mentor, friend. If I'm going to be the NECW Heavyweight Champion, I've got to beat the best that there is. To me, Antonio Thomas is the best that there is. So I went into that match. I didn't beat Antonio Thomas. He didn't beat me either. But at the end of the night, I lost. One of these days, Al, one of these days, I'm gonna come back. You see, 2 months ago, I was in a cast. Tonight, I'm in a walking boot. In a month, who knows? In 2 months, who knows? I'm gonna come back bigger. I'm gonna come back badder. I'm gonna come back stronger. I'm gonna come back faster. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's Johnny Thunder, if it's Jeremy Prophet, if it's Slick Wagner Brown. God damn it, Al, it doesn't matter if it's Antonio Thomas that stands on top of the ladder that I once stood on. I will be back. And that gold should be mine.
Shawn Burke, ready for his chance to reclaim NECW Heavyweight Championship gold when he gets better from his injury.